Efforts to attain food sovereignty through the growing, marketing, consumption, and celebration of traditional food in Zimbabwe have reached new levels following the launch of a grouping that caters for such. Named My Food is Zimbabwean Alliance, the collaboration seeks to find ways of which local traditional food can be the main dish of Zimbabwe and countries beyond. On June 6, 2024, founding members of the My Food is Zimbabwean Alliance converged in Harare to launch the initiative. The alliance shall operate using 4 arms, which are as follows: A. Festivals and celebrations. B. Reaching young people. C. Marketing and commercialization. And D. Influencing policy. Each of the 4 arms had time to deliberate on its 3-year plans.
It's very important to also have festivals in the high density areas, in urban and peri-urban areas. So that's something that we want to do, specifically, approach NGOs, maybe not for this year, but then definitely for next year. We were also talking of the fun bus that Pelham has going around Harare, sort of high density areas on the Friday. We were asking if it could be more than just noise, because we know that it's usually music and traditional dance happening on that fun bus. Could we do something that is a bit more impactful? And so we were proposing maybe a cooking demo or something where people could come and watch and get a little taster as well, get a few sort of like health and nutrition messages as well. So that's what we were thinking.
The first one, we are saying we want to put our African food and my food is African campaign within the context of the whole food system in the markets. Where do we find our African food? More importantly also, we have seen a lot of, and this is ongoing, food and seed phase in the production areas. But as you hold those in Menez, it is not the demand potential community because they always consume those commodities. So we are proposing to say, why can't we take those food and seed phase to the markets like Pagarika and Masvingo, to Mamtare every month, where consumers, farmers, traders, processors, they converge.
We need to speak in one voice and to approach government with a united voice. And this is the purpose of this alliance anyway. So with all the work that we're doing, we're trying to consolidate each and every organization, what we're doing, but also feed into each other and tap into each other's efforts. And we recognize also that we're going to be really targeting our low-hanging fruit, what is already ongoing, what are the things that we're already working towards achieving, as we all recognize that we still need to fundraise as an alliance.
On young people, we are also focusing on children, those are still at school, be it primary, secondary, and also tertiary education, as well as some who are no longer at school. We have field days in education institutions where the school kids or the school children will be showcasing what they are doing in their respective schools in such a way that we are able to motivate others. And for this one, we were saying that there will be some prizes that will be given to the winners. And I'm sure we all know what happens when there's a field day. They'll be just showcasing what they are doing, if they are cooking or if they are doing what. But in such a way that they are showing their work, their practical work that is being done on the ground.
Before its endorsement, a constitution for the alliance was presented for scrutiny.
And when we did our second draft, we had an online Zoom meeting where we went through every section of the there were terms of reference then. Then after that meeting, our terms of reference, they were sent to a lawyer and he provided some recommendations From calling them terms of reference, he recommended that we call it a constitution. It's more binding, it's more effective.
Finally, the founding members had the honor to endorse the legal document. As the founding members retreated to their respective areas, there was no doubt that My Food is African Alliance is rearing to go and also geared to reach greater heights.